Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw.
Inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. a jet sweep. Here comes Jefferson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Here we go, D. Here I go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hill on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And 9.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And a diving grab. And play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be he's swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The for the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Viking ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Justin Jefferson.
A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 53 yards.
Vikings.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A give to Cook out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Second and 9 now. And it'll be intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. One, Omaha. Watch out. Check right 54. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
White. Tighten up. 11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo stepping up. He's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Your trip is here.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Hill. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, but it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Hill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
7-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. And now look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 73 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Minnesota.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32, 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that. Gold to add the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Niners 21, Vikings 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good... And do it. Deion Bush with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment is football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And some space here. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
Gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill rolling to his right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
It'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 18. Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 24's the mark. And let's get this.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The 30, the 20, touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game.
Dan Bailey lining up.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Vikings 25. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it was strictly for pride.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early